Every personal brand strategy has to start with your why. For you to be able to create content consistently, you need to commit to that why, even when obstacles get in your way. Whether it's, my why is I want to grow opportunities inside of my current company, my why is that I want to grow opportunities outside of my current company, or I simply want to learn a new storytelling style. Whatever that is, sharpening your why, crystallizing that over time will really give you something to draw from when those obstacles begin to surface. Very early on in my LinkedIn content creation journey, I really wanted to be data-driven, but when I started looking at the data, I noticed some trends that didn't always correlate with what I was actually perceiving as a content creator. I noticed that some posts I had created that had a bit less engagement publicly actually resulted in a lot of DMs privately and people telling me that a post really resonated with them. And so I started to figure out that data on LinkedIn was not everything, and it really was about the resonance and not just the reach. I would bring you back to your why, your reason for doing this, and I would come up with a few topics to support that. And then I would begin a few very lightweight notes in the app, maybe the notes app on your phone. And as ideas strike you, maybe you were scrolling YouTube or TikTok or Instagram and you saw a really funny video that you enjoyed or something that was really powerful that struck you on LinkedIn, make little notes about those things that are relevant to your topics underneath your why, underneath your overall goal for doing this. And then the next time that you have 5 minutes with your phone and you realize, I could film a quick video right now, you already have some ideas ready to go. I think a barrier for a lot of people is filming videos of themselves that they don't hate. I would offer you a few tips. First is that you do actually have to watch them back and power through that initial cringe factor to get better. So if there's little quirks about your vocal style or how you appear on camera that you're not in love with, watching it back and listening to it back really will help you to have a smoother performance in the future. Also, very simple, costs $0. Just face a window when you're recording. A window with some beautiful morning light or late afternoon light is very forgiving. And then the last thing that I would say is you don't have to memorize everything. I think a lot of people get in their heads about having the script so perfect, and that keeps them from getting started. And a tip that I like to offer a lot of beginners is just to film one line at a time. Fast cuts of videos, that style of editing is very common and popular, so it's fine to stitch all of those together into a longer form video. My biggest tip for people wanting to grow their personal brand on LinkedIn is to remember that hearing your voice is a privilege and other people want to hear your voice. I heard from a lot of folks who've said, but I'm new, I'm Gen Z, nobody wants to hear from me, or I don't work at a big fancy enterprise company that everybody knows, nobody wants to hear from me. I assure you that's not the case. There's a community of people who would love to hear from you. Give us that opportunity.